Basically, because they're ugly.
Alright, we are under a minute. Tyler, you got 3 cold opens. First and second out of the open, you will be on camera 2. Chris Young, you are very, very white, sir. 30 out. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Better. Not great, but better. 15. Yes, that's better, unfortunately. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside.
Can you imagine the feeling of walking into a large church and seeing 50 or 60 kids in their football jerseys and knowing your son's not one of them?
Cute.
Now at 10, law enforcement tackling the growing concern of teen vaping, the operation underway tonight. Plus, the First Lady is in our state today. What she highlighted, student reactions, and how it impacts access to career-connected learning programs. And then later, former President Donald Trump's first criminal trial is underway. We break down his first day in court.
And rolling open.
From WYDO, this is News 12 now at 10 on Fox Eastern Carolina.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler Harden. It stood outside the Pitt County Courthouse for more than a century, then moved into storage, and now the future of the Confederate monument has been decided by the Board of Commissioners. News 12's Chris Young was at the Pitt County Commissioners meeting tonight, and Chris, a few people spoke out against their decision.
That was going down, but he ran out. He didn't have time to do it again.
Well, Tyler, there were a handful of people there to protest the donation of the monument, but unfortunately it ended in a unanimous vote to donate it. The Pitt County Confederate Soldiers Monument was taken down from the Pitt County Courthouse in 2020 and into storage.
I got a new song within 15 seconds out.
Before that, it had stood in front of the courthourhouse for more than 100 years.
Did a little bit earlier, but then we were 15 seconds out, so I didn't want to mess them up.
Our homes,
I'm sorry that now you're flipping.
Pitt County resident Jeff Thomas came with a few others to protest the decision to donate the Pitt County Confederate Monument to Commemorating Honor Incorporated. They held signs and spoke up in the public comment.
1 minute.
I am disappointed.
I don't know if that's Daniel Cox, but if it is, I'm not taking it.
Yeah, don't take them.
The
Don't
board
take them.
voted
He's gonna send me
unanimously
the
to
time.
donate the
So.
Well, I took Jeff Thomas as
Once
the first guy he announced that,
give it to an organization to display
that's better.
instead of
Thank you.
letting it continue to collect dust in a warehouse. A
And
decision
Grant,
Daniel
you'll be
Cox
after
protested
Tyler
back
has
in
a tag
2021.
Talking about a pull out of this story. And
Now
then
the
it's
monument will be shipped to either Davidson County or Fairfield, Virginia. Thomas tells me the monument honored a distant grandfather of his and says it holds ties to a number of people in Pitt County. It was funded and donated by the United Daughters of the Confederacy and was dedicated on November 13,
Alright, Tyler, out
1914.
of Chris Young's tag, you'll be on camera 2.
15, stand by Chris.
And for all families, not just mine. There's many families out there that have Confederate ancestors, as well as Union, and it's all about history.
Q.
I did reach out to Commemorating Honor Incorporated, but they were unavailable to do an interview today. Live in Pitt County, I'm Chris Young with News 12.
On him.
Chris, thank you. And now we want to know what you think. What should happen with the Pitt County Confederate Monument? You can cast your vote in our interactive poll on our website by scanning the QR code there. You see the poll right there. All you have to do is just head to our website, WCTI12.com, and click on this news story. Should the statue stay in Pitt County, move to another county, or do you have another idea? Again, share your vote with us.
Well, coming off a beautiful weekend, it was a beautiful start to the work week. We got into the upper 80s. Some of us tried to hit our first 90-degree day in Kinston. You did hit your first 90-degree day. And if it's been feeling like summer, that's because it really has. Our average highs right now should be into the mid-70s. We were into the upper 80s, which makes it feel a bit more like July than
out of weather, you'll be Stinger
tonight. Quiet evening across Eastern Carolina. We're tracking the front to our north. There's been lots of thunder shower activity along the Maryland-Virginia border. You see all the hail and wind damage reports we've been getting, again, north of that Virginia-North Carolina border. For us, these continue to slide south, but since the sun has set, they're really losing their punch. Most of us will be dry, but areas north of 264 could see a spotty thunder shower here over the next few hours. But the the severe threat is low, still sitting in the
15.
70s. Tomorrow morning, it's low 60s for the kids heading off to the bus stop. Lots of sunshine tomorrow morning. We'll see a few more clouds tomorrow afternoon, and temperatures slightly cooler because of it, into the mid-80s. But the heat continues, and so do the spotty thunder shower chances. We'll time it out for you coming up.
Tonight, an investigation is underway after Beaufort County Sheriff's deputies say a gun was found on a high school campus. It happened at Southside High School in Jonkawinity. Deputies received a report on Friday around 11:30 in the morning. Beaufort County school officials called them about a weapon getting confiscated. Deputies helped private security collect and investigate a handgun and ammunition. 2 students are now charged. We're still working to learn more, including where on campus the weapon was found. A newborn man died in a motorcycle crash yesterday. State troopers say Joshua Schulte was driving his motorcycle on Noose Road in Grantsboro when he trailed off the road. They say he and his passenger, Karen Del Brego, both fell off the motorcycle. Pamlico County EMS pronounced Schulte dead at the scene. Del Brego was rushed to Carolina East Medical Center for non-life-threatening injuries.
In about 2 minutes.
Crews recovered the body of a missing boater yesterday afternoon. NC wildlife officials tell News 12 37-year-old Antonio James Kinsey went overboard in the White Oak River Saturday. Kinsey's 11-year-old child was
during
on
the stinger
board.
because it's going to
They
make
say
the camera
child
move.
was unharmed and
But I
was
can
with
move it
the
under the
family
stinger.
tonight.
Okay, cute.
Preparing students for jobs. That's what First Lady Jill Biden discussed while visiting Eastern Carolina today. News 12 was there to capture the moment from touching down in Greenville to visiting classrooms. The First Lady visited Pitt Community College, focusing on expanding access to career-connected learning programs. Instructors are there to help prepare students to enter the workforce.
They've been Lord learned any of those? No.
Yeah.
This is
Like, any more graphics
exactly
than no, but those, yeah.
what our administration wants to do is find jobs for all students, because not all students need a 4-year degree. And so this is another option for every student.
And later on, the First Lady went to visit Guilford Technical Community College in Greensboro.
These programs that bridge the gap between what students learn
No continuing
and the
day without
careers that
one
they will
box.
eventually find, that's not a new idea. What is new is that President Biden's entire administration is committed to making it a reality.
And later tonight, we hear from students taking advantage of those programs, how it's helping them in their own words, coming up.
Turn.
We are less than 2 hours away from the end of tax day, April 15th. It's the last day to file your taxes before starting to get penalized. But if you can't get your taxes filed tonight, you can file for an extension. If you're approved for an extension, you'll have an additional 6 months to file. But to be clear, that's not
No, I said I got
an extension to pay taxes.
$27
You
each.
still have to pay estimated taxes today unless you're due for a refund. If you need any support, the IRS website has resources for people looking to file last minute.
Thunder showers just to the north of our viewing area. We'll talk about if they impact us tonight, and we'll talk about more heat on the way coming up.
I was like, great.
Yeah, I gotta give you the graphic that I gotta let you.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, you scared me for a second.
Probably the best
I
graphic
was
to use
trying.
when we're taking when it's gonna take a second. And trigger break and block.